But as we roll on here, we do have a special guest in the studio tonight. Let me bring him up on camera here. His name is Zale Tutein. Hail him up, Tutein. Everything is streaming out right now. They are seeing you incognito. How you feeling tonight, man?
Well, I'd like to say good night to yourself, David, Christian, and the viewing audience on Facebook Live, and the rest of the people viewing around the world.
That's it right there, man. So we're streaming all over the place, man. Jamaica, St. Croix, Japan, you name it. They're seeing the show live, man. So thanks for coming through. You kind of threw me off a little bit this when you came to the studio here with the helmet, but hey, you're the guest, so we just do it the way the guests want to do it. So we had an opportunity to meet, I don't know, some months back in a sort of a mutual place. And, you know, I guess it was just a positive value. All came across as being positive, respectful, and I just kind of always admired that. And then come to find out now, you're a motorcycle racer. So kind of hook us up on how that all came about.
It's a long story. I hope your viewing audience stay tuned and that they have the time to listen in. It might be very interesting. Things are typically born out of tragedy, but to make short of a long story, I always had a passion because as a child, you know, you're trying to catch your older siblings and show them that you're better than them somehow.
Okay.
That's where the drive started from. But it didn't manifest itself until tragedy struck, where I lost a very dear brother of mine, or great friend like a brother.
Okay.
So it was time to get off the street and actually do something in a safer environment.
Okay. So this all happened when you were coming up here, or just in recent years?
I've been riding motorcycles now for, I want to give away my age, but just around 20 years. We're gonna leave it around 20 years.
Okay. So obviously you were riding when you were coming up here then?
More or less.
Okay. So I mean, what drew you to wanting to ride motorcycles?
Again, my older sibling before me.
Okay.
He was a daredevil at heart. I was into motorsport racing.
Okay.
Motorcycles is just the, I would say the most inexpensive way I thought I could get into the racing world.
Okay.
Let's put it that way.
Okay.
But that was a thought.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And so this was like in high school days, or this was even before that?
This was even before that.
Okay.
From the time I was about 6 years old.
Okay. You got introduced to it, and
yeah, it started from a simple ride in the park.
Okay.
Yeah.
You remember what park that was?
I remember what park it is, but I'm not wanting to really give away the location. Let's say it was a park in St. Croix.
A park in St. Croix. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you're riding now, and so when did you get into the motorbike? Because I'm sure you didn't start out riding motorbikes.
Well, it all started out. Everything happens in stages, as you would know by now. You can't run before you can walk.
Yes.
And it really started off from bicycles.
Okay.
Where I would ride up and down in the neighborhood.
Okay.
Again, trying to follow suit.
Okay.
Catching the elders before you, showing them that you could pop a wheelie just as good or longer than them.
Okay.
And always having someone else to chase or to prove yourself that I could keep up with the big dogs.
Okay. So then now you graduate into motorbikes.
I honestly didn't get my first motorcycle until maybe about the year 2000.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Roundabouts.
Okay.
And it took me only 15 minutes to make the decision whether to purchase one or not.
Okay.
After never riding a motorcycle ever in my life.
Okay.
15 minutes of riding somebody else's motorcycle. A great friend taught me a lot in the motorcycle business and actually riding in itself. Some of the techniques that I've learned throughout the years came from right here, riding around on the streets of St. Croix.
Okay. So now you're in high school and you're moving on into, I guess, college, military, whatever.
I'm a late bloomer, not meaning to cut you off, but it didn't start until after trade school as well. So.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have the desire to go fast.
That's basically what it stemmed from.
Okay. So what is it like to ride a motorcycle that fast?
It's very serene.
Okay.
It's very peaceful. you don't even have to be at that speed. Just riding a motorcycle in general, the freedom that it gives you, you know, that it's you and your machine
With the elements.
with the elements.
No
You're
door, no
more
roof.
focused on the road. You're really enjoying just what's going on around you, and still being focused
Okay.
more or less on yourself. So
Okay. Did you do any racing here?
I was taught by one of the best or the best
Okay.
here locally into drag racing.
Okay.
His code name is Slingshot.
Okay.
That's what we do call it locally.
Okay.
But again, a older brother of mine, and just not just myself, but a lot of the drag racing enthusiasts around the island of St. Croix.
Okay.
He has personally taught them a thing or two.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So you were saying that I guess after after high school and the early years there.
Yeah.
So that's when you really got into racing, like competitively,
It
or
wasn't even about racing then. Again, it was just trying to prove myself to the elders that were already riding around the island for years.
okay.
I don't know if the viewing audience would know of a guy named Ali Bocas.
Okay.
There was some murals put up. He had passed, unfortunately, to an accident
Okay.
on the street.
This is recent years, or how far back is this?
Oh man, we talking at least almost 20 years ago.
Okay. Okay. So that's way back. Okay. I would definitely
I had
know.
the fortune of I've seen him ride a couple of times. I've been on a couple of ride outs with him.
Okay.
like the locals would call it.
Okay.
And he was the first guy I saw ever wearing a one-piece racing suit on the street.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
and he took safety to the level that it should have been
Okay. Okay.
way back then.
Okay. Okay. So how important is safety? I mean, you have special. So you got those gloves on and the coat. I mean, is this the racing gear?
This is my street attire.
Okay.
This is what I wear when I'm on the street.
Okay.
This is minimum protection.
Okay.
Yeah.
So obviously, when you're in a race, you got on some more heavy duty kind of stuff.
There's a lot of rules and regulations when you enter into a profession or
Okay.
you get into the racing realm.
Yeah.
It could get very costly, but
Okay.
it's money well spent.
Okay.
You're always inspected prior to a race.
Okay.
Even the gear that you wear, helmets have to be up to code.
Okay.
Gloves have to be up to spec. Even the leathers that you're wearing have to be up to spec.
Okay. So what was it like in your first professional race? Like, where was that at? I mean, what was it like? In your first professional race.
Believe it or not, it wasn't very long ago. This is only after doing this last race recently in October.
Okay.
Race of Champions at Daytona.
Okay.
I actually debuted in Daytona 2 years ago.
Okay.
That would have been back in 2016.
Okay.
Was my first race of Champions, first time out. Crazy.
Okay. I got you.
The rains that came, torrential rains.
Okay.
At Daytona.
Okay.
When I was out on the grid, they pulled us back, had us sitting for about 20 minutes. They didn't even sweep the track off. I go out there, we take a warm-up lap. First lap into the race, not even in the whole lap. Third corner,
Yeah.
I had a mess up. The back slides out from under me, and me and the bike go skating across the track.
Okay.
The worst possible start. Picked myself up off the ground, got the bike restarted, got back in the race. 2 laps after that, disaster struck again.
Wow.
I hit a slick patch on the back stretch, and ended up having a high side.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Okay.
they actually had to stop the race, pick me up off the track, took me to medical, picked the bike up. The team that I was racing with got the bike back together for somehow.
Okay.
And actually, I was right back out after clearing medical on the next race.
Oh, really? Okay. So you blessed then.
Yes, I am blessed, but some of that was to attest to the safety equipment.
The safety equipment. Okay.
That you use.
Well, how fast were you going?
Let's just say somewhere in the neighborhood of 60, 70 miles an hour.
Okay.
It was really at one of the slower parts of the track.
Okay. Okay.
So,
But you've obviously gotten it up to 100 plus. I mean, on those straightaways.
the Daytona track is 3.5 miles long.
Okay, so it's not that big then.
It's a very big track. It's one of the biggest tracks that you could race on.
Okay, is it it's an oval or is it how is it shaped?
The original design of the track is an oval, but they have cutouts where they could do road racing for motorcycles as well.
Okay.
And other forms of racing. So with the combined distance, it equals out to about 3.5 miles.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
That first year, I realized that I was riding a very special bike. It's just that I wasn't ready for it at the time.
Okay.
I saw 185 miles an hour
Okay.
and the speedo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What do you mean speedo?
And the clock.
Okay. Okay.
Miles an hour. I had a chance to glimpse down
Okay.
185.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. So how did that feel, man? You know, you're talking about 60, 70 to 185. I mean, that's a big difference.
I mean, all I could tell you is a sustained adrenaline rush.
Okay.
For the 20, 25 minutes I'm out there,
Okay.
from the time the flag waves, it's exciting for me.
Okay. Okay.
You know, and you gotta really be focused
Yeah.
to a high level,
Yeah.
because the element of danger is always there.
Yeah.
Some people, they won't be able to understand that, you know, these things you have to do in stages. You don't just go from riding on the street to, you know, there's actually a lot of safety involved. You need license.
Okay.
They make sure that you spend the amount of time with an acquired school,
Yeah.
learning the techniques, or actually proving to them that you can go out there and track and handle yourself safely.
Okay.
That you don't endanger your life and the life of others.
Okay. Okay. So this is serious business then.
It is.
Okay.
It is.
Okay. So let me ask you this. So you obviously going that fast, but I mean, do you mentioned a team? So do you have, is the Virgins have a team, or do you just go up and you ride with a team? They put you on a team, or how does that part work?
Well, I mean, I believe in different things, and I believe that once you're blessed, you know, you're favored, highly
Okay.
favored. Everything just happened at the right time.
Okay.
You asked a question earlier that I didn't get to really explain in detail. But
Okay.
after losing a great friend of mine to tragedy,
Mm.
long story is that we had a dream. We all said one day we would go just to ride and experience together
Okay.
what it would feel like to be on a track.
Okay.
Because riding on the street and riding on the track is totally two different things.
I got you.
You know, we made that part. 3 guys out of 4.
Mm.
You know, 2 of the guys came close to death. 2 of the guys actually died.
Okay.
And then I said, that's when I made the decision. I said, I got to do something different.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I had an opportunity at the time in between, you know, a little break from the job. And I just, I went to a track day, met up with, I would say, the right people.
Uh-huh.
Once they saw me out there and they saw that I could handle myself, I mean, it was like a match made in heaven.
Okay. Okay. So are there other people from the Virgin Islands that are you know, partake in this kind of stuff?
To my knowledge, at this only time, I'm the only guy that really did it at the time.
Okay.
Now I see 2 other guys out there doing something in Texas.
Okay.
Ronnie Grove, I don't know if he's watching.
Okay.
And Maurice Donga, those guys are playing in their respective sport out there
Okay.
in Texas. So
Okay.
salute to those guys. I hope you guys get better, do what you're doing.
Okay. Okay. Shout out to those guys as well. So tell us a little bit about you bought some plaques here and you got some medals on. Tell us a little bit about how what the circumstances was for those.
Well, those guys that I initially got teamed up with, the first time just doing a track day experience, you know, we kept in touch. And actually the one guy, the owner of the team, you know, he was on me because he saw the talent. And it was more beneficial to him at the time to promote me as well, because, you know, he rented bikes.
Okay.
And that's basically what I was doing the entire time I was racing. I was renting his motorcycle.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So,
So I mean, do you have your own bike?
I have a street bike.
Okay.
I had a campaign to try to get my own bike, but, you know, due to life circumstances right
Yes.
now, I put that on the back burner.
Okay, I got you. So what kind of bike would it be? I mean, Suzuki. I mean, you know, BMW. I mean, what are you riding out there?
On the streets here at St. Croix, I ride a Suzuki. It's an older bike. I had it for so many years. So,
Okay.
but the trail is still the same.
Yes.
And for bikes, it's not the same as cars. You know, once your equipment is up to par, you don't have any problems. The year model really doesn't make that much of a difference.
Okay. Okay.
As far as performance on the track, it's so competitive between the manufacturers. Right now, it's depending on what size motorcycle you're looking for.
Okay.
Yamaha is for the 600s. The Yamaha R6 is the best bike available.
Okay.
That money could buy.
Okay.
If you got up to the bigger bikes, the Kawasaki's were dominating for the past 2 years. They got a BMW 1000 that's ridiculously fast.
Okay.
And Suzuki is just finally playing catch up in the game with a 200 horsepower bike too. So.
Okay. Okay. So you had a chance to ride all of these, or just your experience when you're out there? People are riding these bikes.
Well, back to the first question that you had about the medals and the plaque.
Yes.
So that first year or that first race was a disaster.
Yes.
Didn't do anything at all. I was just fortunate enough to finish.
Yes.
All the races that I had entered in. So then in the off season, the owner of the team kind of really promoted and talked to me and said, listen, you have the talent that you could win at national championship.
Yes.
You need to come ride with us. And, you just do the first race.
Yes.
I said, okay. I put it in the schedule. I showed up at the first race. I actually finished second in the majority of the races. I podiumed in every single race that I ran.
Oh, really? Okay.
That first race out.
Okay.
Homestead, Florida, first track, first time ever in Homestead. Real excited because I managed to drop maybe a full 3 seconds from the first race to the last race that day.
Okay.
And 3 seconds on a motorcycle or 3 seconds in a racing wall is a phenomenal amount of time.
Yeah. I've been to the Homestead racing track. That's like down South Miami.
Yeah.
Way down.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a whole different like a whole different country down there, basically.
Basically.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Real nice. And so long story short, after having that experience, that first race, it was also double the points. So my level in the standings just shot up all of a sudden.
Okay.
Got a couple of medals. These plaques are from Daytona exclusively.
Okay.
There's one plaque missing that I accumulated at the end of last season, where I finished actually in the amateur division. I finished second and third respectively, and I only did maybe half the season.
Okay.
Because at the time I was staying in the Virgin Islands and flying back and forth and didn't have any time to practice.
Okay, I got you.
Just showed up and just ran off of talent.
Okay.
Pretty much.
Okay. What about the medals?
I mean, these are just a few of the medals that I accumulated. Gold, of course, is first with the blue ribbon.
Yes.
The red is silver, second place. The white is bronze, third place. So just about every race that I've ever ran in, besides Daytona, where I seem to have the third place curse. I don't know, blessing curse, depending on how you look at it.
Yeah.
I've always managed to podium though.
Okay.
In every race that I run.
Okay. So you came in third in both of these. So between the third and the second position, how many seconds or were you behind? Or milliseconds or?
The 600 class is real competitive.
Okay.
Even at the amateur ranks, especially when it comes to Daytona, you get the best of the nation.
Okay.
You got people from California, Oregon, and everywhere in between, as high up as New York, New Jersey.
Okay.
Everywhere these guys run on tracks, because they call it the race of champion.
Okay, I got you.
If you really want to prove your stuff, everybody's coming to Daytona in October.
Okay.
And that first year again, that third place, the third time I was at Daytona, real excited. But this one right here means the most, where I had an incident last year, 2017, and I hadn't been back on track or even racing competitively until October this year, when I just came from this race.
Okay, so you're not an amateur racer, you're a professional racer.
I'm listed as an amateur.
Okay.
I actually had to fight with the organization to remain an amateur because I just wasn't really attending enough races in my favor.
Okay.
To have the experience to promote myself as an expert or a pro.
As a professional, okay, I got you.
And honestly, to the viewing audience, and if you're thinking about entering into any kind of motorcycle racing competition, even on a junior level, the difference between being an amateur and being a pro is night and day.
Okay.
So
is it just more races?
it's not more races, but the competition level steps up substantial. I mean, I just can't even describe it.
Yeah.
Where you got guys that's been competing on a professional level for sometimes 15 years.
Oh,
And this is all they do.
Yeah.
And then they have the financial backing that they could actually have the best equipment.
Okay.
And, so it's real competitive.
Okay. I got you. Okay. So what do you tell youngsters coming up that wants to be a motorcycle racer? I mean, what words of encouragement do you share?
I would say go for it. Being from the Virgin Islands is a plus, but it doesn't matter where you're from. If you're young, this is what your goals are, your dreams are. You gotta go for your dreams, go for your goals. It's a fun thing to do, and the people that you meet, you gotta suck it in, because you meet a lot of great people.
Okay. Who have you met that's professional motorcycle racer? I mean,
again, Daytona is the place you wanna be. I meet all the big, the big names at Daytona.
Okay.
You get Team Hammer Suzuki. Come there with their semi trucks.
Okay.
And their 10 bikes with their 6 pro riders.
Okay, I got you.
Some of the guys that competed in Motor America this year.
Okay.
Was down there.
Okay, so this is serious business then.
It is a serious business, and a business, no doubt.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you just gonna continue on doing this?
I've kind of put it as a turn the page on that chapter.
Okay.
I'll more do it for fun. Whenever I have the opportunity.
Okay.
To say maybe I could attend a track day.
Okay.
Because behind the scenes, any form of racing that you're doing on a professional or an amateur level, if somebody's out there is already viewing that's in it, they would understand. For your listening audience that has no clue as what it takes a major amount of financial backing.
Yes.
Especially if you're doing it out of pocket.
Yes.
Okay. If you could get sponsors, man, you gotta go there and get those sponsors.
What about racing here in the Virgin Islands? Is there I don't recall it. I guess there's a racetrack for cars, but not.
No, not for road racing.
Okay.
There's nothing here for road racing. Again, the majority of my experience, came from riding around the streets here.
Okay.
So.
Is anything, in the works for that? I mean,
to my knowledge, I honestly can't answer that. I don't know.
Okay.
And I don't think we have the numbers here to support that.
Okay.
I don't even think we have the land capability to support something like that.
Okay. I got you. Okay.
So
our guest tonight is Zale Tutein. He is a motorcycle racer, and is just coming in to share what he does out there. And I guess you're going to continue on. So you're fairly young, right? So you could ride for another 10 years, right?
One of the best things I like about the sport, it is a team sport, believe it or not. Mm-hmm. Anytime you engage in something, it's a team.
Yes.
But I've known gentlemen, actually my good friend, one of my teammates, right now he's 53 years old, and he plans to do the Daytona 200, which is the biggest motorcycle race in America right now.
Oh, really? Okay.
And he's 53, and he plans to do it again. So
okay.
Okay. I could keep doing this as long as I stay healthy.
You stay healthy. So what do you do to stay healthy and stay fit? Obviously, and mentally sharp too. What do you do? You got a regiment, or you just got to get into the zone and let it roll from there.
Well, it varies into philosophy a little bit when you ask that question.
Okay.
Because for anybody listening, or any kid out there, or even adults, they would understand that it should be 80% mental and 20% physical.
Okay.
Now, even though it's 20% physical, there are some limitations, and but for what I did recently, every time before I have an event coming up,
yes,
I always try to cut weight.
Okay. Especially
racing in a 600 class where you're limited to CCs and horsepower.
Okay.
Every pound makes a difference.
Okay, I got you.
Some of the people that saw me here preparing, training about 4 months out, they I was really adamant about checking my weight.
Okay. So you were running and that kind of stuff?
I did some cardio. More or less it was diet, watching what I eat.
Okay.
And at the last minute, I did more cardio just to drop a few nuisance pounds. But,
Okay.
you know, the food, the diet that you want, very important.
Okay.
And to be physically ready with that 20%,
Yes.
you know, you have to be.
Okay. Okay. All right. Our guest tonight is Zale Tutein, man. It's about 8:30 now. Anything you want to share, man? You know, about who you are or what you got coming up? I mean, any races or?
Well, you know, for your viewing audience, they might think it's kind of silly of me wearing a helmet. I hope you guys could hear me fine, but
Yeah, you coming in loud and clear, man.
I've always liked the motif of the Stig on the BVC Racing channel, and I do my best to protect my identity. People know me from social media, would know that what I'm really called out there on the streets. So
Oh, okay.
I'm doing a dual purpose here. I'm living up to my expectations that we agreed on, and I'm still keeping my identity private to myself.
Okay. Okay.
If you guys stay tuned, maybe I might decide to come out of the shell and show you who I really am, or at least a glimpse. So you gotta stay tuned, listening. You know, we'll keep going, and as long as Mr. Christian keeps asking these questions, I'll try my best to answer any question you have.
All right, man. There it is. I want to thank you for coming into the studio tonight, man. This is Zale Tutein. He's a motorcycle racer. So did you clarify? You got anything coming as far as races, or you got to wait till next year around? I guess it's around. I guess this time next year. Or you got some stuff coming up.
Well, I only did one race this year.
Okay.
Just one. Again, a whole year off of being off a track. There's one more event, sanctioned event for the CCS ASRA Racing Organization in Florida.
Okay.
And I probably won't be participating in that one. No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Next year, everything starts in the spring.
Okay. So
March.
real quick, you talked about the cardio and all that stuff. But as far as riding goes, is there anything that you do to sort of train?
You know, unfortunately, no, I do not.
Okay.
And this is why I'm so proud of myself.
So even dodging potholes doesn't help with that process?
No, you know, it's been, again, it's accumulative years.
Yes.
Of riding around the streets, and yeah, but my street bike is set up completely different to what a track bike setup would be.
Yes.
And you know, it kind of confuses you, where your muscle memory is addicted or adapted to one
Okay, I got
machine, and then you jump on the next machine, and it's
different.
totally different.
I got you.
So
Okay. All right, we'll leave it at that. I guess that is Zale Tutein. I want to thank you for coming in tonight. I think the audience there will. I'm not sure what they're gonna say when they see you, but this is how you wanted to roll, and this is how we do it, man.
well, I mean, you know, it again, it ventures into philosophy where this is life.
yes.
You know, I appreciate life. I appreciate being here, and there's just some things you have to make it interesting.
Yes.
You know, it's. I hope that your viewing audience, you get 1 million views on YouTube, and
Yes.
you know, there's a lot of viewers right now tuning in. Again, you might stick around. There might be a reveal. You just have to tune in to know. But
Okay.
you know, you gotta bring some kind of element of everything. You gotta
Intrigue
yeah.
to the whole process. I got you, man. I got you.
You gotta have fun. I like having fun.
All right, Zale, man, I want to thank you for coming in our studio tonight, man. We are in the green room. I forgot to tell you that when you first got. This is the green room at the high-tech, low-tech studio. This is what we call this place right here. Zale Tutein, he is a motorcycle racer, doing big things, representing the Virgin Islands in a major way. He's got some plaques, got some medals, and just likes to ride motorcycles real fast. He's a Crucian from St. Croix. And thank you, man, for coming through. And whenever you're ready to share or change or whatever update, just let us know, and we'll definitely get you on the show for sure.
Well, I'd like to personally thank you as well for having me here. It's been none but a pleasure. And your listening audience, the people viewing on Facebook, and the YouTube viewers that you will have as you share this at a later time.
Yes.
I appreciate the time. I'm none but thankful for being here, being in this position, and anything that I could do to bring light to the people where I'm from.
Yeah.
I'm all for that.
Okay.
So if somebody's out there viewing, you need not just a motorcycle racer, but a car driver, you know, anything with a motor that goes fast,
Yeah.
even a plane. Give me enough time, I'll fly it.
Yeah. What comes to my head real quick, is any any schools here, any training programs here for what you're involved with?
To my knowledge, no.
Okay.
The department here on St. Croix with the motor vehicles, they were doing licensing that you had to get a special license to ride a motorcycle.
Okay.
There were a couple of schools doing that, but to the level of racing, no.
No, okay. Okay. All right, man. All right, so once again, man, Zale Tutein is in the studio. Thanks for stopping through, man. I know it's raining out here in St. Croix tonight, and we'll definitely bless him with some travel mercies to get on back to his destination. I want to say real quick that this is the It's Your Perspective Talk Show every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 8 p.m. until. My name is David, a.k.a. Kimba, a.k.a. Christian. Biggie Soup's on special assignment. We'll be back on Thursday. We got another show lined up with another good friend of mine, man. He's doing big things. I don't want to give away anything about him, but he'll be here on Thursday. On that note, we're out. Everybody have a great weekend. We're out. Peace.